Okay, today is October 6th, 2010. This is another edition, I guess you could call it, of Human Experimentee NYC. Basically, I'm chronicling or documenting the things that are occurring with me. For those of you who are just watching or new to this, basically, this is my call for help, asking for assistance. I know that I am the victim of human experimentation by way of an implant or by way of direct energy weapons, electronic harassment, things like that. Basically, satellite weapons or radio weapons. If you don't know about it, there's a lot of stuff on there. A good website to check out is, I guess, Freedom from Covert Harassment. You could check out energy weapons, non-lethal weapons, mind control, things like that. Um, I'm still experiencing hearing them. There's still, voices that I'm hearing, but they're not saying repetitive things or just straight, disgusting, nasty things. There's commentaries, there are conversations, if you will. Some of it, as far as just commentaries to whatever's going on in my day to day life. But they do hit me with a barrage of insults. It's anywhere again from 3 to 5 people rotating in shifts in anywhere from 8 to 12 hour shifts. Every now and again, as of lately, the voices have been pretty low for a period of time. They then rose up the last 2 to 3 days where they got a little bit higher. They seem like they're trying to get deeper into my mind, into my thoughts, if you will, if that makes any sense. Imagine being able to hear something without necessarily hearing it, since someone's speaking to you, where it's barely a whisper, it's almost a whisper. They've fluctuated between that and a louder noise over the last couple of days. About 2 days ago, they were basically trying to do a nonstop just barrage of insults and why I deserve this. You're a horrible person, you're evil, you're this, you're that. um, you're gluttonous, you're this, you're that, no one likes you, everyone hates you, just all these different things that I don't believe to be true, basically. um, they did it at different, like I said, different fluctuations where they would be really kind of loud, not as loud as they were at one point where it sounded like it was coming from outside or somewhere in another room. Now it sounds more internal, but they were loud for that caliber of sound, if you will, to being really low key, where it was almost like I was being conditioned to hear them. They were zapping me as well. The way that they ended it was basically zapping me, if it makes any sense. I had a piercing headache um, uh, all day long on Monday. Completely piercing, horrible headache. Nothing helped it. I was really didn't take much of anything, but it was a headache, that I don't normally get. Um, and I'm assuming it was from them constantly chattering and talking, based not chattering, but constantly talking, trying to talk throughout the a 24 period, almost 24-hour period, almost. When it was all said and done, ironically enough, yesterday they were pretty quiet. It was switched up to one guy, to one of the three men, um, 3 or 4 men, core people, because there is one female there. It switched up to one of them, um, and I believe that I've seen two of these people. Could basically identify two of these people, um, as far as their faces are concerned. Um, it went to basically being where it was just him, and he wasn't hitting me with the barrage of comments all day long. It was basically a commentary every now and again to me thinking something about them, how horrible they are, how they're gonna. I'm sorry, this is what I believe, and I know it's true that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. But to do something so heinous, I really feel like these people are gonna burn in hell. And I know that's horrible for me to say, and it's not my place to say, but no one could be so evil and so heinous and so horrible and not expect to have some type of repercussions, whether you believe in God or not. There has to be some type of repercussion behind it, whether you get caught by man or whether you get caught in the end by whatever it is that you feel deems you, or whether you don't feel it deems you. There's weights and balances and everything. So in any case, Yeah, they weren't that loud yesterday, until later on in the evening, sometime around 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. They got louder and seen, and at that point, two of the other men came in, whereas most of the day it was just the one guy. Um, who was there. And again, he was just making commentaries every now and again to whatever it was that I was thinking in regards to how disgusting or whatever it was, my situation was with this going on in itself. And he was very low key almost, there wasn't any zapping or any sensations. My assumption is that basically these other people that were part of this, that was doing this, that they were sleeping, that they were resting, because again, they had basically been up for 24 hours harassing me, trying to tell me how I deserve this, and I'm a horrible person, I'm wicked, I'm evil, I'm stupid, I'm this, I'm just everything under the sun. They were trying to hit me with things that I do not believe about myself. Um, so basically, that's where I stand as of lately. From also later on in the evening, the latter part of yesterday afternoon up until today, I've been getting a feedback type of feeling or sensation in my ear, is what I've been hearing. It sounds almost like like feedback. It's like kind of like it'll be like an electronic kind of feedback feel or sensation in one ear. I've been feeling that since yesterday, where things kind of echo a little bit more just in that one ear, on and off. Um, I was testing around with the meter for a little bit with the radio RF frequency meter. I'm going to post that up shortly. I know I've been saying that, but I'm going to post that information up shortly. The meter was going off for no reason at different times, and the times when it should go off, it wasn't going off. So I don't know if they're trying to confuse me as to whether or not this is direct energy, an implant, or whatever. They're trying to make me feel like this is a spirit also as well, which I know is not the case because I've seen these people. I was told point blank in my face, before I left the hospital, basically, yeah, we have our whipping boy. And then all of this essentially began, almost a year later. Um, so I've seen these people. Again, I'm reaching out for anyone's help, anyone's assistance, anyone's information on um, how to go about finding this, whether it's a chip or even finding or stopping or trailing or tracing a frequency, the signal that's so sensitive where I guess it doesn't have to be terribly strong where it's zapping everything in its path, but just direct enough for that individual or that person, almost like dialing into that person, whether it's dialing into something that's on my body, literally, or just dialing into my chemistry. I'm imploring anyone who has knowledge or information about this type of technology on any side, any front, to drop a message, get in contact with me. This is happening to me and a couple other people, but I'm being made to believe that whatever they're doing to me is more advanced technology, I guess you can say, or that they're going full throttle on me for whatever reason with whatever this thing is. Um, and I'm looking for help. This is my call for help, basically. I'm trying to research on this to get a better understanding of it myself, but I'm not very successful at it thus far. There's plenty of information out there to basically let you know that something weird is going on and that this is completely capable to happen. Check out, a couple of different websites. Freedom from Covert Harassment.com is one great website. They have articles and papers, scholarly journals, things like that. Another one to check out is Wired.com under mind control of military weapons, DEW weapons or direct energy weapons, things like that. Sonic weapons. The technology is there. It's possible as far as what they're letting it be known. As far as them being able to read and control your emotions and read your mind, your memories, things like that, your thoughts. People don't think you can read your thoughts. It's completely and totally possible. There's an article I recently read from the New York Times that was actually published back in 2004, where scientists discovered how to read the most subtlest of thoughts of Mackie monkeys. Um, Everything down from uh, what their intentions were to do within within the space of time, whether it was to get them an apple or a fruit, what they were going to do with it, how they were going to eat it, how they were going to go about getting it, like the most specific information and details on what their intentions were. Basically, being able to read their minds, read their thoughts, and even down to the most subtlest of thoughts is how it was put in the report. And this was a New York Times article. So if this is what they published in 2004 and a New York Times article, can you imagine what the real documentation and science behind that was and what it progressively has become? So, again, I'm signing out. I'm going to post some stuff. I'm begging anyone and everyone with any suggestions, help, comments, anything, because this is happening and it shouldn't be. So, all right, signing off. Have a good one.